Unit 6, Policy Management. When you complete this unit, you'll be able to define a new policy domain, policy set, management class, and backup archive copy groups. You'll be able to assign a default management class, validate and activate a policy set, and manage your policies with the Administration Center. This is how policies work with TSM. You use policies to determine what data to back up, which data to archive, where to store the data, the number of versions to retain, and a retention period. The retention period is going to be the duration that you will be storing the data with this policy. We'll go into each of these in more detail. Just know that basically policy is driven by constraints and mandates for your company. Here's our nested box icon that has policy domain is the outside box. Inside that we have policy sets. Inside policy sets are management classes. And inside management classes, copy groups. The policy domain, the outer box, is a set of rules that are going to be applied to a group of nodes that have the same type of policy management restraints. The policy set will be a collection of management class definitions, and a management class is a collection of management attributes that describe the backup and archive characteristics. After you've created your policy, you're going to bind client files to the management class. All this information is going to be stored in the database, where the files themselves are going to be stored in storage pools. We've talked about destination pools, the default being backup pool and archive pool. Policy associates client nodes to these destinations. Standard is the default policy. This is what's predefined with Tivoli Storage Manager. You must have at least one policy. If you're trying to register your client node and the standard policy is not detected, it will fail. These are the settings for your standard policy domain. For a backup type, the destination is backup pool. 2 versions exist. This means as long as the file still exists on the client node, 2 versions will be retained. Version deleted equals 1. Once the original file has been removed from your client system, 1 version is retained. Ret extra or retain extra means as long as the file is still existing on the client system, the backup copy will be kept for 30 days. Ret only means once the file has been deleted from the client system, the last copy will be retained for 60 days. For archive, the retention is 365 days. We'll go over the other parameters in another lesson.